Hello, my lovely friends. Welcome back. Today I'm gonna show you how to make your own Christmas card. We're gonna paint a winter village in watercolor and then we will put it together to make this beautiful card. So if you would like to see, keep watching and let's start. I'm using these 4 watercolors: raw umber, cobalt blue, pale yellow, and scarlet red. My painting size is 6.5 by 4.5 inches. So I'm gonna just wet the paper so the watercolor can nicely absorb. And I'm gonna water down this blue color just a little bit to make a preliminary kind of drawing where I want the foreground to be. These gonna be little trees, and then behind it I'm gonna be painting this little village. So I'm just kind of sketching where I want the things to be. You can make your own. This is a idea from a Czech photograph I had of a village. It doesn't have to be exact. You can make your own. So now I'm gonna be filling the little houses, the little roofs. Some of them will be red. Some of them will be little white. So the leftover snow on them still will peek a little bit through. So this is going to be a little church. Every village in Czech kind of has a little church. So I'm painting one here. And I'm adding a little bit more color, as you saw, a little yellow, red, and now mixing the raw umber and the cobalt blue for the tree. Here you can see a little bit up close. I'm using a big flat brush and dipping into the mixture of blue and raw umber, and on an angle I'm making these strokes to make these front bushes. It's easier if you have the brush on an angle, so you can make a little kind of suggestions of bushes up front and a little snow on them, little here and there, mixture of the blue with the raw umber is gonna give you this effect. I'm gonna be now filling in little trees and by the church, and now on an angle, as you can see again, I'm using the brush to make the bigger pine tree up front, and I'm leaving some spots. That's where the snow is gonna be on the branches. And as you can see, little by little, now I'm filling in the trees and the woods behind the village. All I'm doing is very simple, just dotting and making tiny lines with the flat bigger brush. So just filling in up front of the trees. It's very easy, just mixing still the blue and the raw umber together. I'm working now on the background of the trees. These are less visible, so they're just gonna be less detailed. Also, I'm gonna be painting the little hills and the mountains that you can see in the back, and I'm using a little bit more of the blue color too, so they can stand out. So now I'm painting a little bit more of the details of the trees up front, behind the village. Just here and there make a little tree more stand out, so that way you have this 3D dimensional and not such a flat painting. So just a little suggestion so your eye kind of makes up for the rest and kind of fills in the trees. So I'm making little details in the back. The trees up front are a little bit more darker and visible. They're kind of making the edges of the woods. So just filling in a little bit of the snow. And now I'm working on the roofs and the little village, coloring in the houses. They have few colors in them, like a little orange and yellows and blues. So I'm just playing around and kind of filling in wherever I feel like we can have a little pop of color. Now I'm using white gouache. dip a little brush and water it down and dip it into the white color and flick the brush to make a snow. It also kind of ties the painting a little bit together. So here I'm filling just a little bit of the details of the little windows of the village. This is the painting. You see how easy it is. You can just frame it like this, or I would like to make the card. So we're just going to take a piece of paper and fold it in half, and cut an opening size of 6.5 by 4.5 inches. So I'm gonna use my X-Acto knife and just cut the size of the opening. Now you can see how it's gonna lay out together. So we're gonna cut the edges of the picture so it can fit into our card. You can use a glue or double-sided tape. I prefer the double-sided tape. So I'm gonna just put it on the corners so it can stick to the card. I also have this star cutter, so I'm gonna make 3 stars and I'm gonna use it as a decoration on the card. So this is a different areas I can put the stars. I think I like this one, so I'm just gonna use the glue and glue the little stars around the frame of the picture. I'm just filling in the little bit more of the trees in front of the village and a little bit behind so it feels more nested into the wood. Now I'm using a black marker to frame this painting inside of the card to give a little bit of a dimension. I hope you enjoyed this video and had fun painting this village with me. And if you like this, please hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up. It really helps to promote this video to the people who would like to see it. I hope to see you next time. Thank you for watching.